Good evening, this is Devi Priya Unnikrishnan for Redspo News. Let's look at the headlines. Three rockets hit US Embassy in Iraq capital. The attack took place in Green Zone, Baghdad's largest security area. Supreme Court directs Nirbhaya case convicted Mukesh Singh to approach registry to hear the case immediately. CJI says that the matter is of top priority since the execution date is nearing. Afghanistan and US review progress of peace talks with Taliban. Representatives of NATO and US briefed the developments with Afghan President Ashraf Ghani in Kabul. News in detail. Three rockets hit US Embassy directly as US calls Iraq to protect the diplomatic facilities. The attack took place in Baghdad's largest security area, Green Zone. As per the reports, no casualties reported. This is the third such attack on the US Embassy after the US assassinated Iran's General Qasem Soleimani. As of now, nobody has claimed responsibility of the attack. Supreme Court directs Nirbhaya case convicted Mukesh Singh to approach registry to hear his case immediately. CJI says that the matter is of top priority since the execution date is nearing.
Chief Justice of India S.A. Bobde said on Monday that the petition filed by Mukesh Singh should be considered urgently. The court asked Mukesh Singh's lawyer to approach the court registry. The court said the petition should be listed as top priority since the execution date is nearing. The mercy petition given by Mukesh Singh was rejected by the President. The petition was filed on Saturday asking the death warrants for the February 1st hanging to be cancelled. Mukesh Singh, Vinay Sharma, Akshay Singh and Pawan Gupta are scheduled to be hanged at 6 am on February 1st. Earlier, the curative petitions given by two of the convicts had been rejected. The execution date was scheduled to be on January 22nd. Since Mukesh Singh filed a mercy petition, the date had to be postponed. After President Ramnath Kovind rejected the mercy petition, a fresh date was announced. News Desk, Redspo News.
US and NATO representatives arrived in Kabul and reviewed the progress of peace talks with Afghan President Ashraf Ghani. The officials held talks on the ongoing peace negotiations with the Taliban.
Afghan President Ashraf Ghani received top US and NATO representatives in Kabul and was briefed about the ongoing peace negotiations with the Taliban. Ghani met Rose Wilson, in charge of the US Embassy in Afghanistan, and General Scott Miller, commander of the NATO. Miller informed the President of a possible upcoming visit from US Special Representative for Afghanistan Reconciliation, Zalmay Khalilzad, in the event of progress in negotiations with the Taliban. General Miller said that the talks between Zalmay Khalilzad and the Taliban are going on, and in the event of any progress, Khalilzad will travel to Kabul and present the information to the Afghan government. Taliban spokesperson Suhail Shaheen said that the US was close to signing a peace deal with the Taliban in January itself. He also added that the sides had already agreed to reduce military operations. Since 2018, Washington and the Taliban have been attempting to negotiate a peace deal that would ensure the withdrawal of foreign troops. Last September, US President Donald Trump called off the talk with the group after a US service member was killed in an attack in Afghanistan. However, Trump announced the resumption of the negotiations in last November during his visit to Afghanistan. News Desk, Redspo News.
Before we wind up, once again, the headlines. Three rockets hit US Embassy in Iraq capital. The attack took place in Green Zone, Baghdad's largest security area. Supreme Court directs Nirbhaya case convicted Mukesh Singh to approach registry to hear the case immediately. CJI says that the matter is of top priority since the execution date is nearing. Afghanistan and US review progress of peace talks with Taliban. Representatives of NATO and US briefed the developments with Afghan President Ashraf Ghani in Kabul. That's all from the English News Desk. Thanks for watching Redspo News.
You are watching Redspo News.